In the early 1990s, a young rapper from the legendary housing projects of Queensbridge Houses stepped into the hip-hop world and quickly changed the sound of lyrical rap forever. That rapper was Nas. When Nas released his groundbreaking debut album Illmatic in 1994, many fans and critics immediately recognized it as one of the most important hip-hop albums ever created. The storytelling, the street poetry, and the deep lyrical perspective made Nas one of the most respected voices in rap culture almost overnight. But with respect also came competition. During the mid-1990s and early 2000s, hip-hop was extremely competitive, especially in New York City, where many legendary artists were all fighting for recognition at the same time. As Nas continued to build his reputation, several other major rappers began to challenge his position in the rap hierarchy. One of the earliest tensions involved Tupac. The two artists respected each other at different moments but also had disagreements that fans often talked about during that era. Their relationship became one of the early examples of how competitive hip-hop culture could be when multiple strong voices existed at the same time. Around the same period, another powerful New York rapper entered the conversation, the notorious B.I.G. Although Nas and Biggie were not direct rivals in the traditional sense, their presence in the same era created natural competition. Fans debated constantly about who represented New York lyricism the best. Every album release, every feature verse, and every performance added to that conversation. The energy between these artists helped shape one of the most exciting eras in hip-hop history. As Nas continued to grow, the rap world began to recognize that his lyrical approach had influenced an entire generation of artists. However, hip-hop culture thrives on debate and competition. As the hip-hop industry entered the late 1990s and early 2000s, the competitive energy in New York rap reached another level. One of the most historic rivalries in music history began to take shape between Nas and Jay-Z. Both artists had built strong reputations as elite lyricists, and both had large followings across the country. Fans constantly debated who truly represented the top level of New York hip-hop. The rivalry slowly developed through subtle lyrical references in songs and interviews. Eventually, the competition became impossible to ignore when Jay-Z released a track called Takeover in 2001. In that record, Jay-Z openly questioned Nas's position in the rap world and discussed his career trajectory. The song immediately sparked massive conversation across the hip-hop community. Nas responded with a powerful record titled Ether. That song quickly became one of the most famous responses in hip-hop history. Fans debated the lyrics intensely, radio stations played the song repeatedly. And the rivalry between Nas and Jay-Z became the biggest topic in rap culture at the time. The word ether even became a popular phrase used by fans to describe a powerful lyrical response in hip-hop. Despite the intense competition, the rivalry eventually ended in a surprising way. Years later, Nas and Jay-Z publicly reconciled and even shared the stage together. Their ability to move forward showed that hip-hop competition could eventually lead to respect between artists who both helped shape the culture. While the rivalry between Nas and Jay-Z became the most famous moment in Nas's competitive history, several other rappers also entered the conversation over the years. One of them was 50 Cent. During the early 2000s, when 50 Cent was dominating the charts and becoming one of the biggest stars in hip-hop, he occasionally referenced Nas while discussing the hierarchy of rappers. Those comments created tension and sparked debates among fans about the new generation versus established legends. Another New York rapper who entered the conversation was Cameron. Known for his confident personality and strong presence in the Harlem rap scene, Cameron openly challenged several New York artists during interviews and songs. His comments about Nas created another moment of competition in the hip-hop world. Even earlier in Nas's career, the presence of legendary artists like Tupac added to the competitive atmosphere of the era. Although their relationship included moments of mutual respect, their names were often mentioned together during hip-hop debates of the 1990s. These rivalries, conversations, and competitive moments helped shape the legacy of Nas. Rather than weakening his career, they helped highlight his lyrical skill and solidified his position as one of the most respected artists in hip-hop history. Decades later, fans still study these moments to understand how competition helped push the culture forward and inspire generations of rappers around the world.
See, so